You're over 60? Avoid these 6 life-shortening habits. Now, we all know that aging is a part of life. But did you know that how we age depends more on our daily habits than we might realize? That's right. Aging isn't just about time or genetics. It's about the choices we make every single day. Many habits, small and seemingly harmless, can quietly shave years off our lives without us even noticing. There are no warning signs, no pain, no flashing red lights to alert us. Yet over time, these habits add up and cause significant damage, which can be difficult to reverse. In this video, we're going to highlight 5 habits that are silently shortening your lifespan, with the most surprising ones saved for last. You might recognize some of these in yourself or someone you love, but don't worry. The goal isn't to scare you, but to raise awareness and offer practical advice to make positive changes starting today. So stay tuned and find out which habits you need to change for a healthier, longer life. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to share it, and let's all take better care of our health together. Number 1. Chronic sleep deprivation. Have you ever thought that losing just 1 or 2 hours of sleep each night, something that feels harmless, could quietly be shortening your life? After the age of 60, sleep is no longer a luxury or something only lazy people need. It becomes essential for preserving your memory, emotional well-being, and physical health. Many older adults proudly claim they only need a few hours of sleep to function. One such person was Richard, a 70-year-old retired school principal who used to brag about sleeping just 5 hours a night. But after years of poor sleep, Richard began noticing the signs. His memory faltered, his balance declined, and his mood worsened. Relationships around him grew strained. Only when he made sleep a top priority did he truly feel the difference. His energy improved, his mind felt clearer, and life became more enjoyable. Do you see a bit of yourself in Richard's story? Sleep deprivation doesn't feel urgent. You can still get through the day, even if you're a little foggy or irritable. But internally, your immune system is weakening, your heart is under strain, and your brain is slowly burning out. Studies have shown that consistently sleeping less than 6 hours a night increases your risk of stroke, cognitive decline, and even premature death. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker once said, "The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life." A powerful reminder of just how vital rest truly is. So how can you turn things around before it's too late? Ask yourself, are you treating sleep with the same importance as diet and exercise? Do you have a consistent bedtime routine? Is your bedroom quiet, cool, and free from distractions? Are you scrolling on your phone in bed, even when your body is begging for rest? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Start small. Go to bed 15 to 30 minutes earlier. Avoid blue light an hour before bedtime. Try a few minutes of deep breathing, meditation, or light reading before sleep. These little habits can lead to big changes, not just in how you feel now, but in how long and well you live. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." Maybe it's time to listen, not for anyone else, but for your own well-being, peace, and longevity. If you found this advice helpful and want more tips on health, happiness, and meaningful living after 60, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your best years are still ahead. Let's make the most of them together. Number 2, low-level constant stress. Not all stress comes crashing in like a storm. Some of the most dangerous kinds whisper quietly in the background of your life, especially after 60. This silent stress doesn't shout, but it slowly wears you down, day by day. Have you ever felt tightness in your shoulders, shallow breathing, or that constant, vague anxiety about your health, finances, or future? That may be the kind of low-grade chronic stress that's quietly taking a toll on your body and mind. This hidden kind of tension raises your cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and over time, it becomes a silent contributor to serious conditions like heart disease, autoimmune disorders, and even cancer. It doesn't matter whether you seem fine on the outside. What truly matters is what's happening within. Emotional stress, especially the kind that comes from feeling unappreciated, lonely, or weighed down by unspoken pain, is one of the most underestimated health risks for older adults. Let me tell you about Robert, a 70-year-old widower. On the surface, he appeared to be coping well after losing his wife. He still smiled at neighbors, kept up with daily chores, and even went for walks. But inside, he was carrying a quiet grief that no one saw. His doctor noticed signs of fatigue and irritability and recommended a change. Not in medication, but in mindset. Robert started journaling every night, writing down his feelings instead of bottling them up. He added 10 minutes of morning meditation to his routine. Slowly but surely, something shifted. He felt lighter. His memory improved. His conversations became warmer. His life didn't just feel longer, it felt fuller. Ask yourself, are you truly taking care of your emotional health, or are you simply getting through the day? Are you giving yourself the same compassion you offer to others? The truth is, inner peace doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less, but with intention. As the great Viktor Frankl once said, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. That shift starts with acknowledging the stress you've ignored and being kind enough to release it. Start with something simple. Take 5 deep breaths in the morning. Write down one thing that made you smile today. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to start listening to yourself. Because at this stage in life, your peace isn't a luxury, it's your birthright. And the longer you hold on to silent stress, the more life quietly slips away. So why not reclaim it? One breath, one word, one moment at a time. Number 3, eat ultra-processed foods. After the age of 60, your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. And some seemingly harmless habits may actually be quietly shortening your life. One of the most overlooked dangers is the overconsumption of ultra-processed foods. These convenient meals and snacks, often loaded with preservatives, artificial flavors, and empty calories, may be easy to grab, but they can wreak havoc on your health. Have you ever wondered why you feel tired all the time, even when you're not doing much? Or why your memory seems a bit foggy? The culprit could be hiding right in your kitchen pantry. Ultra-processed foods fuel chronic inflammation, destabilize blood sugar levels, and damage your gut microbiome, leading to fatigue, weight gain, and even cognitive decline. What makes it even more concerning is how many older adults turn to these comfort foods to soothe emotional pain. Loneliness, nostalgia, or even grief can push someone toward easy meals that seem comforting in the moment, but silently chip away at long-term health. Take the story of Robert, a 72-year-old man who began relying heavily on frozen dinners, sugary cereals, and canned soups after his wife passed away. At first, he just wanted something quick and familiar, but over time, his health began to spiral. He gained weight, lost energy, and was diagnosed with prediabetes. Fortunately, Robert made a choice to turn things around. He swapped the sugary cereals for plain oats, increased his water intake, and started cooking simple meals with fresh vegetables and whole grains. Within months, his energy returned, and he felt more mentally clear and emotionally stable. Robert's story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to reclaim your health. So let me ask you, are you feeding your body for longevity or just for convenience? Take a look at what's in your kitchen. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, maybe it's time for a change. You deserve to eat foods that nourish and support your well-being, not just fill your stomach. As Hippocrates once said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." That wisdom is more relevant than ever, especially in your golden years. Start small, swap a cookie for a banana, trade soda for lemon water. Every meal is an opportunity to treat your body with kindness. And remember, the journey to better health doesn't begin with a massive leap. It starts with a single, mindful choice. If you found this story meaningful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring life lessons and practical health tips designed just for you. Your best years can still be ahead. Let's walk that path together. Number 4, social isolation. It might seem harmless, even like a sign of independence, but studies show that social isolation can be just as dangerous as smoking or obesity. It quietly increases your risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and depression. Ask yourself, are you truly independent, or are you unknowingly slipping into loneliness disguised as self-sufficiency? The truth is, we humans are wired for connection. We thrive on shared laughter, simple conversations, affectionate gestures, and mutual support. Without these interactions, our minds begin to dull, our bodies weaken, and life starts to lose its color. As Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." Take the story of Margaret, a 76-year-old widow. After her husband passed away and her closest friends moved to other cities, she found herself spending nearly every day alone at home. At first, she thought she was simply enjoying peace and quiet, but her doctor noticed something different: signs of depression. With gentle encouragement, Margaret decided to join a local senior community center. Within a few weeks, she began participating in group discussions, dance classes, and casual coffee chats. Her mood lifted, and surprisingly, so did her overall health. Her story reminds us that human connection isn't just emotional nourishment. It's a powerful remedy for the body and soul. So how about you? When was the last time you called an old friend or shared a meal without rushing just to enjoy someone's company? If you're over 60, remember, it's never too late to reconnect. A simple phone call, a walk with a neighbor, or joining a local club can be the first step to extending your life in the most meaningful way. As Aristotle wisely said, man is by nature a social animal. An individual who is unsocial naturally and not accidentally is either beneath our notice or more than human. You are neither. You are a human being who deserves warmth, laughter, and the joy of connection. Start today. Don't let silence be your only companion in the years that still hold so much promise. Number 5, always keep it in. Emotions or urine. One of the most underestimated, yet surprisingly dangerous habits is this: keeping it all in. And we don't just mean holding in your urine. We're also talking about the emotional burdens you bottle up, the tears you never cried, the frustrations you swallowed, and even the joys you never allowed yourself to feel. Let's start with something physical: holding in urine. Many older adults tend to delay bathroom trips, either out of discomfort, inconvenience, or a desire not to disturb others. But doing this regularly puts dangerous pressure on your bladder and kidneys. Over time, it can lead to urinary tract infections, weaken pelvic floor muscles, and even contribute to incontinence. According to the National Institute on Aging, the risk of UTIs in people over 65 is significantly higher. And one key cause is simply not going when your body tells you to. Now, what about your emotions? How often have you told yourself, "I'm fine," when deep down you weren't? Suppressing emotions like sadness, grief, anger, or even joy might feel like strength, but in truth, it creates invisible tension inside your body. That tension can show up as headaches, stomach issues, insomnia, and in more severe cases, chronic anxiety or depression. Emotions are not meant to be locked away. They are signals from your soul, and ignoring them comes at a cost. Take Mr. Harold, a 74-year-old retired teacher. He used to pride himself on never complaining. He'd hold off on using the restroom during long conversations and would never share his inner struggles. He thought silence was dignity, but this led to recurring infections and, over time, a deep emotional fatigue. It wasn't until he started listening to his body, and more importantly, his heart, that things changed. "I thought staying quiet made me strong," he said, "but it was actually making me sick." His health and happiness improved the moment he gave himself permission to speak up and take care of his needs. So let me ask you, are you really listening to your body? Do you allow yourself to feel, to cry, to rest, to be human? As Carl Jung once said, emotion is the chief source of all becoming. It's not weakness to express yourself. It's wisdom. It's healing. And sometimes it's the very thing that adds years to your life. If this message speaks to you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more real-life lessons, health advice, and inspiring stories made especially for older adults. Take care of yourself, because you deserve a long, meaningful life, not a silent one. Number 6, lack of physical activity. After all, isn't this the time in life when we're supposed to slow down, relax, and enjoy the fruits of our labor? But here's a question worth asking. Could too much stillness be quietly shortening your life? The truth is, one of the most dangerous habits after 60 is a sedentary lifestyle, and its impact goes far beyond weight gain or muscle loss. Staying physically active after 60 is not just a good idea. It's a lifeline. It's not about chasing fitness goals or burning calories anymore. It's about protecting your heart, keeping your joints mobile, and preserving your mental clarity. When you stop moving, your heart weakens, circulation slows, muscles deteriorate, joints stiffen, and your metabolism drags. You may start feeling more tired, forgetful, or emotionally drained. As the famous saying goes, movement is a medicine for creating change in a person's physical, emotional, and mental states. Carol Welch. Let's take the story of Richard, a retired school principal, now 70 years old. After retiring, Richard fell into a routine of long hours in front of the television and minimal movement. Slowly, he noticed his knees aching, his balance faltering, and his memory becoming foggy. After a routine checkup, his doctor suggested a simple solution: a daily walk. Skeptical at first, Richard started with just 15 minutes a day. Within a few weeks, everything changed. His joints loosened up, his energy levels rose, and his mind felt sharper. It wasn't a miracle drug. It was motion. Physical activity also does wonders for your mind. Exercise releases endorphins that lift your mood, ease symptoms of anxiety and depression, and sharpen your cognitive function. It's like giving your brain a fresh breath of oxygen every time you move. As you age, this becomes even more vital. To stay mentally resilient, emotionally stable, and fully present in life. So what can you do if you've been inactive? The good news is, it's never too late to start. You don't need to run marathons. Find something you enjoy. Walking, dancing, swimming, gentle yoga, or even gardening. Begin slowly and increase your activity over time. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity. Also include strength training twice a week to maintain muscle mass and bone density. Ask yourself, what kind of old age do I want to live? One filled with vitality, clarity, and connection, or one bound by stiffness and fatigue? You have the power to choose, and that choice begins with one small step. Because as the old proverb says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start today. Your future self will thank you.